everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. See guys, it's been like I've been off camera for a very long while, even though it's just a week anyway. Sorry about that. Before I lose my manners, welcome back to my channel. This is Damis Nate. If this is your first time on this channel, you're welcome to the family. I celebrate it greatly, and I do hope that you'd make a decision by subscribing to my channel, give a thumbs up to my videos, and do not forget to drop a comment telling me in the comment section that this is your first time here, so that I would celebrate it personally. Thank you so much for coming back again. God bless you. To my returning subscribers, you guys are amazing. Thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. I appreciate you so much, and I say God bless you real good. Okay guys, so in today's video is going to be something very interesting. Okay, if you have not watched the previous video before now, I mean like 2-3 videos back, and that's the video I did on the things I love about staying in Ibadan, you have to watch that video before watching this particular one that I'm about to drop. Okay, so in today's video I'm going to be talking about some of the things that I do not appreciate about staying or living in Ibadan. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to be talking about that nightlife here cannot be compared with that of other cities like Lagos. Okay, now people who know me so well that I'm not a person that goes out so often like that, and it's not like I've traveled to so many states in Nigeria as it's where, although I've been to Lagos, but it's been a long time. Okay, at that, I think the last time I visited, I realized that men, nightlife in Lagos is awesome. Seriously guys, it's awesome. I'm not a night crawler as well. Okay, I actually visited a cousin of mine there and I stayed with them for a period of time, but we had to go out at during we had to go out on the particular night, and I saw what it means to stay in Lagos. Like guys, you'd mostly think that it was daytime because everywhere was bubbling, so many people rather and all that. But in Ibadan, it's so rare. I mean, probably it happens in some certain places in Ibadan, but I'm sure it can't be as much as that of Lagos. Okay, because here in Ibadan, it's just now that we have bars and restaurants, bringing up and all that. But some years back it wasn't like that. Even at that, except for the nightclubs where most of the time they stay there overnight and they come back in the morning and all that, but still cannot be compared with that of Lagos State as it were. No comparison actually, but I just mean to say that nightlife here cannot be compared with that of other states. Okay, spotters, most of them are retired for the day and nobody wants to stay out late. Even shop owners would have started closing their shops by 6 or 7 thereabouts, whereas in other states like Lagos doesn't happen that way. And some people even come to shop at exactly that seat that you're closed. That's when they start their own operation for the day. Although I heard that somewhere around Ibadan, it, I think, as at 10-11, you still find some people there still carrying out their business and transactions and all that. Well, but still cannot be compared to other states like Lagos. Thing about Ibadan that I do not really admire, and I wished that we had enough of it, is the fact that there are no much hangout spots in Ibadan. Yes, there are no much hangout spots in Ibadan. Although right now we have a lot. We have some hangout spots that are just coming up, and I think we have more of bars. Should I say bars now, or nightclubs rather? I think it's more of nightclubs, especially around that Ring Road side in Ibadan. Ring Road in Ibadan. If you know Ibadan so well, you know that we have so much of what's it called now? Club houses there, right? Yes, but the most hangout spots you would most likely see are restaurants where they sell meals like amala and things like that. Besides that, and aside the fact that we have much hangout spots here, it's quite limited. I feel that if we had a wide range of options to choose from, probably to still help us a lot for some of us that we desire to go out, but this is a reason or the other we just can't go out like we ought to. Okay, so if we had more options, like interesting options to choose from, we most likely can start going out more often than not. I think that is it. So I wished, or I hope that we would have more hangout spots, more than what we have now. Okay, we are actually trying, right? But I think it can still be better. There's one other thing that this one is like they choke, like seriously. There's something about living in Ibadan. Seriously, the people here, I mean the original owners of the states, shout out to you guys. But why do you guys stare so much? Like they can so much stare at you. You know, it's a different thing that you'll see someone, probably you admire something about the person, but there's a way you can do it discreetly. You don't have to show it. You don't have to show it to the person that you're actually looking at the person. You don't have to make it so obvious. But not so. Ibadan dwellers, I mean, Ibadan's indigens, eh? They can so much stare at you. They will stare at you so much that you would know that they're actually staring at you. And the way they will stare at you will be in a very embarrassing manner. You most likely think that probably the clothes you're putting on is something bad, or maybe your shoe or your sender, or something is wrong with you. Okay, so if you're that kind of person that you're not so comfortable with people staring at you, you would actually find it difficult to stay in some certain places here in Ibadan, because the way they would look at you, hey, you'd almost jump out of your skin, or you would most likely think that something is wrong with you, as it's whereas nothing is obviously wrong with you, but they derive joy in staring at people, and it can be very embarrassing, and I do not like it in any way. This point, see guys, when it comes to being insultive, you'll find a high dose here in Ibadan. I don't know about other states really, but I think that hardly would you find a properly brought up Ibadan indigene that does not know how to insult. They can so much insult you in a way that looks like they are comparing you. They can compare you with anything, animate or inanimate objects. And if you are not careful, you'll most likely be moved to tears, or you most likely feel like breaking down emotionally. Now, if there's one thing that you should dread, is going to all those core parts, the interior parts of Ibadan. You know, sometimes we find out that most of these are daily needs, are what's it called now, foodstuffs are mostly cheaper in some certain places, and they are not places that in what's it called, they're not places that for learned people. Most times you find those market spots in places that are, we have a high number of people who are not learned. I'm sorry to use that word, but that's the word. So imagine you going to a market like Oj, Bere, you know, all those places. Man, be ready. If you know that you don't have things to buy, like you don't have the intention of buying things from people selling in that particular area, just don't dare. Because if you go there and you go and miss yarn, or they tell you the price of their wares, and you're saying one thing that is like not something that is not favorable to them, you'll be embarrassed. Let me not say you find anything, you'll be embarrassed at what you'd get, because you hear words like, I don't want to use those words because this is a what's it called now, a public medium, and I don't want to make use of some derogatory remarks, but really they can be so insultive, and it can be very very bad, very very bad, that you'll be thinking that, is it that they think of these things before seeing it? Because it comes to them with ease. It's just like they're drinking water. That's the way insult comes out of their mouth, and it's so bad. And if you're not careful, you will most likely start to show those traits. I remember then, because I schooled in the interior part of Ibadan. That was I schooled at West College of Science, Elekuro in Ibadan. If you know Elekuro in Ibadan, you know where I'm talking about. This is not like Ring Road. It's not like Bodija. It's not like Jericho. Okay, this is like the core part of Ibadan, and there's a place where you hear a lot of conversations in top-notch Yoruba languages, and if you are not careful, got to a point that I was so greatly influenced by their manner of speaking that I felt that I could never be able to speak correct English, because I spoke so much of Yoruba then, and my Yoruba was so bad. Got to a point too, I started being so insultive, and it took the grace of God to actually drop off that negative habit. But I'm thanking God, because yes, yes, this is me talking, this is me speaking in English language, and sometimes people will ask me that, I love the way you speak and things like that. Okay, but seriously, they can be very insultive, and you can actually be influenced by those things if you're not careful, especially if you live close to them. And this is something that I do not like, insultive languages. Now it feels like when I hear people abusing or calling people names, using foul languages, I feel so terrified. Like, gosh, well, that is what we are dealing with here in Ibadan. It's so rampant. It is so rampant. The last point, but not the least. Now, I think that blowing up here, when I use the word blowing up, I mean quote and unquote now. That means that you making, getting that financial independence that you need is not so easy here in Ibadan. It's not so easy in Ibadan, unlike other places like Lagos. I don't know why Lagos has to be like that. comparing link, okay, for Ibadan, because I think that's the closest place to Ibadan. So pardon me if I'm speaking so much about Lagos, because that's a real fact. Now, it's much more easier to blow in Lagos than here in Ibadan. I know of a truth that people say that Owo Eko, Eko lo ń gbé. That means that the money you make in Lagos stays with you in Lagos. That means that indirectly, as you're making the money, you are running expenses with the money, and at the end of the day, it's more or less like you're not earning anything. Fine, that is there as well. But I think that in Lagos, you have more chances of survival, more chances of getting thriving businesses. There's nothing you want to sell in Lagos that is not sellable. In Ibadan is just coming up, and it's not like we are there yet. Okay, now in Ibadan you need to be very careful of the kind of business venture you dive into or the kind of production you go into, because if you're not careful, you run at a loss. Really, you run at a loss. But in Lagos, you find the most unimaginable things being sold, and people are going for it, and people are buying it, probably because we have a large influx of people living in Lagos than in Ibadan. Well, I don't know, but I feel that when it comes to gaining your financial independence, it's quite easier in Lagos, because there we have a lot of business opportunities, job opportunities. Although the money might not be so attractive, but the job is there. Unlike here, I think the most common job here in Ibadan should be teaching job, if I'm right. Please let me know in the comment section down below. If you're a resident in Ibadan, what do you think is the most thriving business here in Ibadan that people are really going for, or that is easily accessible, available for people to do? Please let me know in the comment section down below. Okay, so I think based on this point that I've said, and a lot of other things that I have not said, which you guys know, and you can as well drop in the comment section down below. If you are resident in Ibadan, what are those things that you do not like or appreciate about living in Ibadan? Please let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I appreciate it greatly, and I pray the Lord blesses you, the Lord keeps you. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't at this point. Remember to give this video a thumbs up, and my other videos as well. There are a lot of juicy videos. Please check them out, and do not forget to drop a comment. Let me know in the comment section that you enjoy my content and you want to see more of me. Thank you so much for stopping by. God bless you real good. I see you next time. Keep the fire burning. I love you. Mwah.